everyone, welcome back to this new video. And I'm Salman, as you know. And with this video, we're going to talk about user surveys. No, not the rate us 5 stars thing, okay? I mean, actual useful surveys that help you fix real problem. Like that awkward moment when someone adds food to your cart on your app and then just disappears. They ghosted your checkout flow, right? Let's fix that. Today, we'll learn what user survey is, why you need them, how to write good questions, and yeah, a real example using food cart abandonment. Okay, and how do you make one that doesn't suck using Google Forms and also a simple framework for you. Okay, what is a user survey? As in previous videos we talked about, a user survey is just you asking people question to understand what they are thinking without needing to stalk their every move. Okay, it's a way to get honest answers from a bunch of users. Bunch in the sense I'm talking a scalable method. Let's say 200 or 300. You can't go to 300 people and talk, right? But if you are really dedicated, you will. But uh, I mean, let's keep it real, right? That's pretty hard, right? Now, what I have an opinion on user surveys. Surveys is equal to lazy genius tool. Okay. You don't need to schedule calls or sit through 30 minutes of I guess. People will tell, I guess, yeah, oh, right? That is just boring. So instead of that, you just send them a link, let's say that could be Google Form, right? They fill it and you analyze it. That's it. Done. Cool. Finish. Over, right? So that's what we are trying to solve here, correct? Now let me just take an example. 1 minute. Yeah. So why should you even bother about it? Because you're not a mind reader, bro. Yeah. You think users are leaving because of high prices, but nope. Maybe it's a slow app speed, or maybe they just hate your font or design. Right? User surveys help you stop guessing and start fixing. Also, it is scalable. You can send it to 500, you can send it to 1,000 people, and you can get quick data. It could be 50, 500,000, or whatever, right? If you try interviewing 500 people, you'll die of burnout before your users finish their pizza. Yeah. So, let's talk about the real problem here. Let's say you're working on a food delivery app. Lots of people add to add food to cart, then nothing. Here's what we think could be happening. We will think that high delivery fees, or we will think that payment feels unsafe, or app is slow or buggy, or confusing checkout, right? Or they got distracted by a better offer. But instead of doing this guesswork, instead of these assumptions, right? Let's ask real users. So asking to real users, you have a framework that is data. Because here in user surveys, you deal with data, correct? So for the data framework, the D stands for define your goal. What are you trying to learn here, right? For this example, we are trying to learn why are people leaving without placing orders, correct? And then ask specific questions. That is the A, where don't ask like, do you like our app? People will obviously say yes, right? Right, like basically they don't want to be rude, so they'll say yes. But instead of that, you need to ask specific questions like, what made you stop before placing the order, right? And then there are a bunch of type of questions in user surveys, right? So you should be using a mix of multiple choice, or and then you should come up with rating scale or optional short answer, right? And then you should avoid leading questions in the sense you should not write, did the annoying delivery fee stop you? They'll say yes or no, right? But no, we don't want to know that, right? We should know the why of it and what is causing that. So instead of writing, did the annoying delivery fee stop you, you should write which of these stopped you from placing the order. This is neutral and not dramatic, right? Now, now what we are going to do is we are going to build that survey together, right? So let's go to Google Forms. This is my Google form, and let me create a blank form here. I'll now write quick 2 minute survey. Oh my god, quick 2 minute survey. Dudes, I'm really sorry. This will take some time, but you'll understand things better, yeah? To help us fix our app, will actually listen. Okay? So your first question should be, let's say name. You're getting their name. If they are okay to giving their name, you need not have it required. But yeah. Did you complete your last order on the app? The answer is yes or no, right? One is no, another one is yes. This is a required question. Then the second question should be, if not, what stopped you? Oh my god, what is happening? Yeah, not what stopped you. Okay, now you can give check boxes, correct? So one could be delivery fee felt high. Another one could be I wasn't sure if my payment was secure. Another one could be the app was too slow. Another one could be I didn't trust the restaurant. My god, restaurants. Yup. Then we have something came up. I forgot. Now let's say someone has no problem, but the other option, right? Now next one is how easy was the checkout process? How easy was the checkout process? Now see the linear scale. Google already suggests you to you. So one could be super confusing, could be super smooth, correct? And then we have what else can we ask? We can ask some short answer, but that need not be I mean that could be optional also, right? So would anything have convinced you to place the order? Yeah. So that could be a paragraph which it is telling, but I think a short answer will just work well, right? Now, how likely are you to use the app again? Again, see, it'll automatically give you. Now, for us, let's say rating. How would you rate our app? Would you, how much would you rate our app? Okay, cool. Here, how likely would you use? Not likely, but definitely. Then the final one that is anything else. Anything else you want to say? Anything else you want to say? This paragraph is not required, right? So now let's do some cool magic stuff. Now let's say you just want three from each people. You can go to response validation and you can just select at most means at least three or more. Let's say three means three or more. At most means it should be max, right? Maximum three. It should not be. Let's say three at most three, and the error text would be select only three, select only two. Okay, did you complete your last order? True. That was checkout process. This is done. Let's go to setting. Yeah, responses. Collect email address if you want, and limit to one response so you don't get duplicate responses. And then prompt default should be this. Make questions required for default, and you can change the title. You can change the theme here as far as you would like to. Let's say I am using this IBM. Ah, damn it. And this. Cool. Oh, this fine. Cool. So I'll publish it. Anyone with the link, publish it. Cool. Go here, copy, respond the link, shorten the URL. Now, voila, you can just send it to anyone you want. Just do it. I'll go here, paste it up. Yeah, I'm ready, right? So, my mail ID, uh, on, okay, complete, yes. Now, see, three selected, but see, select only two. The maximum is two. If I select other, I wish, right? Say I didn't trust the delivery file too high. This was that. How would you have convinced? Now, how would you rate our app? 3 star. And are likely to use your app? Nope. I'll just submit it. Let's come back. Go to responses and see you got it. Now, just like this, you can send it to 50, 100, or whatever amount of people you want. You need to keep it short, okay? Max 5 to 6 questions. Use casual language. Don't just sound like a blank form. Tell them how long it'll take. Takes just 2 or 3 minutes, right? And don't bribe with fake promises. Either offer a real reward or keep it honest. Okay. So that's what. Now I'll show you one amazing example that I have done. Wait a minute. Let me switch. See this? Yeah. This was a survey form on sustainability. So these are a list of questions that we asked people, sent it to 55 people, and we got. So the age group was 39%, 39 people out of 55, right? Occupation. See here, metro city, that is 48. And how often do you shop online for your grocery or household item? Yeah, 45 people, few times a month. And how likely are to participate? 49 people are still somewhat likely. Yeah, but they are still not very confident. See, which of the following best describes the daily transport? So here, 34% public transport, another 34% personal vehicle. Yeah, and when it comes to household energy consumption, here I'm aware of mine, but don't actively track it. People are true to you, right? Because I didn't get their names correct. That's why people, if it is an anonymous form, people will likely give honest answers. Okay. So that's what my final words are. See, surveys are like online therapy for your product. If you ask the right questions, people will tell you what's wrong. But if your survey sucks, they'll close the tab faster than they close your app. Okay. So yeah, respect their time, keep it simple, and stop writing questions like you're submitting it to NASA or any scientist. Keep it very cool. Cool? Cool. Now, go make a survey and maybe fix that app before your users order from the competition. Cool? Amazing. So I'll be seeing you in the next video where we will talk about how we can create user interviews that will lead to better decision. That is because we decided on the what's here, but we did not dig deeper into the whys of it. Yeah. So I'll see you till then. Thank you and bye bye.